This is a Yin Yoga practice for better sleep. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Devi, and I've brought you here to this beautiful beach on Maui where I'm vacationing so that we can have the gentle sound of the waves as the backdrop to our relaxation and calming Yin Yoga practice today. This practice can be done any time of day to calm the sort of anxiety that can reside in your system and then interrupt your sleep later. And it's also a wonderful choice for before bed or for the middle of the night if you wake up with insomnia and want some help getting back to sleep. So we will get started sitting upright in a cross-legged position or any position that feels good to you. And you can use a cushion under your seat or even two cushions. And enjoying the gentle sound of the waves, closing the eyes as you start to tune your attention into the feeling and the sound of your own waves of breath. Ebbing and flowing, rising and falling. And a breathing technique that works very well for calming the mind is to lengthen your exhales as compared to your inhale. So we will do a count of 4 for the inhale and a count of 8 for the exhale. So inhaling for 4, exhaling for 8, and I will guide you through it. Begin with an exhale to just empty your lungs. And now begin, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the top of the breath and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause at the bottom and inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause and linger in the pause. And inhaling and relax that effort and just feel your natural, easy breath now. Noticing any changes in your system already with this initial focus on the breath. And let the eyes float open. Inhale your arms out and up over your head. And exhaling, bring the palms down in front of the heart. And now making your way into a forward bend with the soles of the feet together, coming into into full butterfly pose. And in butterfly pose, again, you could be sitting on a cushion or two. You could have the hands clasped around the toes or on the floor in front of you. And let this soft curve of the spine and this gentle nodding of the head be kind of a gesture to encourage your mind to relax, and especially as you release the energy of the head, as you release the base of the skull, your mind can grow calmer. Your breath, even though it doesn't necessarily want or need to be very deep in yin, the simple rhythm of the breath can help to calm the mind as well. And you might continue with that breathing in and out with the exhale twice as long as the inhale. You can count if that works for you, or you can just approximate it. Or if you don't want to think that much about your breathing, maybe you just want to relax in the pose and focus on the sensations in the pose. And now very slowly unwinding, coming up, draw the knees together and lie down on your back for the rebound, for the time when you feel the floodgates open up after that temporary stagnation of chi that happened in the pose. Now maybe feeling a lot of sensation in your spine, your inner thighs, or in other places in your body. What's happening now to your system? You don't need to know what's happening or know about the meridian lines to simply feel this gravity toward present moment awareness, this flood of relaxation. And now please bend your knees, hug them into your chest, and take a moment here with the knees hugged in. If it feels good, you could gently rock side to side. And now roll to one side. And coming into up swan pose. So in the up swan, right leg forward to begin, left leg back, and coming into a back bend here. And so we'll take a minute or so in this upright position, feeling the front of the thigh lengthen and stretching into the back bend. You can play around with your hand placement, wiggle around a bit till the position of your foot and your knee feels good. Maybe put the hand on top of the leg or foot. See what works for your body. You could tilt your hips left or right. And then eventually you'll find your place of stillness. Perhaps with the help of a block or two under your hands. Soften your toes, soften any clenching in the toes, the face. Oh, the water's coming in. Making your way down now into the sleeping swan, onto your elbows, or farther down, head can be on the hands or on the floor. Stretching into your outer right hip. Feeling the right buttock. And again, notice if you're doing any clenching of your toes, your hands, any part of your body. And you can always do your wiggling here. If it doesn't feel great, you can wiggle around, find your position of your knee, adjust your angle of your hips side to side, or the angle of your torso side to side, so that you can eventually find that place of stillness. And feel your breath. And now making your way up out of the pose and changing sides. So right knee back, hands and knees, and then sliding the left leg forward and arranging yourself for the up swan pose. Maybe you're sitting over onto the left hip or wiggling the hips side to side or adjusting the angle of this front knee. And then finding your place of stillness. Reestablishing your connection to your breath here with this open heart, a little more room in the lungs for your breath. And feel the sensation in the front of the right thigh, in the low belly, in the front of the ribs, in the chest, in the lower back as it back bends. And making your way down onto elbows or the forehead or resting the head on the hands. And even now as you come down, maybe you want to adjust your knee or leg position or your torso position so that your body can rest and be still. And now slowly lifting yourself up carefully. Sit over on your left hip, bring your back leg around to the front, and take your rebound in an upright position, any seating position that feels good to you, cross legs or seiza or otherwise. Close the eyes, feel what's happening inside the body after working into the front of the thighs, into the back bend, and then also in the outer hip. And allow this energy of the practice to calm your system, the chi that flows through, and the way that your mind is magnetized to your body in this moment. With the column of your spine, this kind of holy column, that energy flows through the center, the core of your being, from the tailbone up to the crown of your head. And the breath traveling up and down this column of the spine. Opening up your eyes, and now taking your legs out in front of you in a caterpillar pose. So caterpillar can be with the legs together or a little bit wider, which is what I encourage you to try if you're new to the pose, even as wide as your mat or even a little bit wider, just not so wide that it starts to be a groin stretch. We just want this mostly for the spine. So as you come forward, I want you to feel the sensation in your back body and your spine. And as we stimulate these tissues of the back body up and down either side of the spine, this correlates with our Ida and Pingala nadis and our Sushumna nadi, our central channel. Maybe releasing the head a little bit more. And you can always have pillows or props here if you prefer to rest your head or chest on top of something. And now slowly release. And we're headed onto our backs for our final relaxation. So this might be when you want to get yourself comfy in bed, if you're wanting to get to sleep now, or just lying back where you are. And so if you're going to pause it and snuggle into a sleeping position. You could just keep the audio going. You don't need to see anything anymore. Rest on your back in any comfortable position. Close your eyes, and I'm going to take you through a little bit of a guided progressive relaxation before we come into our full and final place of stillness. Starting with an inhaling breath, breathe into your back, breathe into your belly, and a big exhale. And another one like this. And a big exhale. And now take your hands into fists and squeeze these fists tight and inhale your breath. And exhale and release the hands. And now do it again, clenching the fist and your arms so you can lift your arms up perhaps and engage the arm muscles. Inhale and exhale. And now let go of the arms and hands and move down to your feet and your toes. Clench your toes and clench your feet as best you can. Isolate your feet muscles, clench them up, squeeze, inhale and exhale. And now again, the feet, the toes, and if it's comfortable enough, lift the legs. If not, just think about engaging the legs and the buttocks. Inhale, squeezing, exhale, and release. And now your lower back. To engage this, we'll just kind of bring the lower back into an arch like you're digging your tailbone into the earth. Good. Press the tailbone down, lift the lower back up, inhale, and exhale, release. And now your upper chest, same thing. So kind of lifting the heart off the ground, dig your tops of your shoulders into the ground. So you're lifting your thoracic or your middle spine. Inhale and exhale, drop the heart back down to the surface you're lying on. And now moving it up to the head and the neck. So press the base of the skull into the ground and actually shorten the back of your neck. So you're lifting your chin. Inhale, hold the breath. Maybe a little lift of the throat and the chest here. Exhale, release. And now the whole body, squeezing fists, lower back, middle back, upper back and neck, feet, legs. Inhale, squeezing everything. And exhale. And now coming into complete stillness as you bask in the sensations that have been stirred and awakened in your body. Feel these energies. Feel your body making its imprint into the surface that you're lying on. Feel the back of your neck let go and lengthen. Your hands and feet grow soft and calm. Your face and your throat relaxed. And I will leave you here to continue resting for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. If you're still awake, then please hit the like button if you like this practice, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other yoga videos, especially my more relaxing Yin Yoga videos. And I will see you next time.